Hello everyone, I'm Fang Bo. In this lesson, I'll teach you how to serve a good side spin shot. In table tennis, serving is the only technique that is not restricted by your opponent. So, when serving, you can use all the techniques and methods you want. You serve the way you want to. Everyone has a different feeling when serving, no matter who you imitate. Your serve will never feel the same as theirs. So, it's important to develop your own style. Today, I'll share my personal thoughts and feelings about serving. Then you can adjust according to your own experiences. If there's anything that doesn't work for you, make small tweaks. Let me demonstrate a few serves. After serving, I usually add a fake motion, right? And I keep my center of gravity low. Actually, my action at the moment of release varies, but you always see my fake motion at the end. That's because my action is quick, and the fake motion is designed to mislead my opponent. So, the entire serve is done in one smooth motion. Now I'll break it down for you. First, the toss. When tossing the ball, you should adjust the height based on your preference. Some people prefer a lower toss, others like a medium toss, and some go for a high toss. The height of your toss depends on what feels natural to you. Whatever helps you generate power is the way to go. Next is the angle of the toss. When tossing, keep the ball close to your body. It should stay in this area of your body. The closer, the better for hitting. This ensures stability and spin generation. If the ball is too far from your body, what happens? Let me show you. In this position, you can't generate power. It's difficult to complete the motion. You can see here that the ball is too far from my body. I can't generate power or spin like this. Let me show you another example. This time, I'll keep it closer. Now you see, all the power comes from this position. Did you see that? The power comes entirely from this position. So this point is very crucial, the first step. Everyone must do it this way. If not, no one can execute a high-quality serve. The serve should come from this position. If your toss is off, your arm will open up completely. It becomes hard to control, and you can't add spin. This position is the best for generating spin. The second step is the first bounce. It's about where the ball lands after your serve. Should land consistently in a specific area. Keep it roughly within a range. Serving into this central area is the most stable. If you set high standards for yourself, or have strong fundamentals, you can adjust slightly towards yourself. This can make the serve a bit faster, but for practice, start with the middle area. Serving to the middle spot will usually prevent the ball from going out. It's the most reliable option. Look, serving to the middle is the safest choice. Did you see that? Take a look. If you get the first bounce wrong, what will happen? If it's too close to the net, it'll go into the net. See that? If it's too far, it'll go off the table. So remember, the first bounce should land in the middle for stability. Another thing is the paddle angle for side spin. The grip for side spin may vary, depending on individual preferences. Adjust your grip to what feels comfortable and to allow you to generate power. Then you can serve effectively. Just adjust and practice as needed. Another key point is the contact point when serving. The toss should be in front of your body. The contact point should not be too high. What happens if it's too high? Watch this. Never make contact above chest height. Watch what happens. Think about it. If you make contact around chest height, the ball naturally has a downward trajectory. As a result, the ball bounces too high. A serve like this has no threat, and it also lacks spin. So you should aim to make contact around your stomach area, right? Or use your body to press down while serving. Pressing the ball lower, right? Even at chest height, as long as you press the ball down, it will have a similar angle to the net. The ball will skim the net. Watch this. Use a downward motion. A downward motion. A downward motion. Each serve will become stable and more consistent. If you stand too upright, with a high contact point, you won't achieve high-quality serves. See that? It feels uncomfortable. So aim for contact around the stomach. If you can't manage that, then aim below the chest. And use your body to press down. This will make your serves more stable. When serving side under spin, make contact on the side bottom of the ball. You can practice this without a racket. No need for big motions. Just practice without the racket. Start with small movements to get the feel. Learn how to use your fingers and wrist for side under spin and focus on accelerating at the right moment. Start with small movements. Then gradually increase the motion. Begin small, then make it bigger. Once you get a feel for it, make the motion slightly larger. Eventually, you'll be able to execute a complete motion. At first, don't add deceptive motions. Serving requires a solid foundation. Once you master the basics, you can add deceptive motions later. I suggest focusing on the fundamental movements after you can serve well. Then gradually incorporate deceptive motions. You should thoroughly understand the principle of side spin. For side spin, backspin, contact the lower side of the ball. Focus on using your wrist to accelerate. This relies on wrist acceleration. For side spin, topspin, simply tilt the paddle vertically. That way you won't generate backspin. If you tilt the paddle vertically, you'll always produce topspin. Use the same training approach. Start small. Begin with small motions to practice. Gradually increase the motion. Eventually perform a complete motion. This will create topspin, side spin. The principle is simple. With patience and consistent practice, and by following these steps, you'll be able to master it quickly. Lastly, deceptive motions. After serving, you make an intentional motion. The ball contact is very quick. After contact, you can create an outward flick as a deceptive motion. Deceptive motions vary by person. It's up to you. You can do whatever confuses your opponent. This depends on each person's preferences. Look here. You can make all sorts of motions. The first was side spin, backspin. The second was side spin, topspin. Both are served quickly, but the follow-through looks the same. That's the deceptive motion. Once you've built a solid foundation, you can then work on adding deceptive motions.